I mean, you gotta wonder who's approving these lists because I can't think of anyone aside Mike Florio standing tall with and proud about this list because this is just ridiculous. What is going on, Ravens flock? My name is Drastic, and I want to welcome y'all to another video on my YouTube channel, Flock and Ravens, where you guys already know on this channel we talk about anything and everything that has to do with your Baltimore Ravens. And on today's video, we're going to be talking about a top 10 quarterbacks list that was released by PFF. And as many of you guys know, PFF is actually a company ran, managed, owned, whatever you guys want to call it, by Mike Florio. Mike Florio is actually a sports analyst that goes on TV, and he gives his takes a lot on different sports, different teams, different players. And one thing about him is that he, from the very beginning, has always been a Lamar Jackson hater. He's always had some sort of goal to bring down Lamar's name, bring down Lamar's character, bring down Lamar's career by any means necessary. But this is something he does heavy during the offseason because once the season starts, or when we start getting closer to week one, he starts turning things around so he could kind of look like he's always been on the better side of, is Lamar good or not? He wants to be on, yes, I've always been supportive of Lamar. I've always said Lamar could succeed, right? But the moment Lamar Jackson has one bad game, now all of a sudden he tries very hard to change the story around and make it seem like Lamar has always been this horrible player. Lamar Jackson will never be a franchise quarterback. Y'all know the rest, right? So that's a little backstory on who is Mike Florio and PFF, right? PFF is constantly releasing a top 5 list or a top 10, top 20, and it could go into any sort of category. It could be like top 10 quarterbacks. The next list might be top 5 running backs, top 10 NFL teams, whatever, right? So that's what they normally do. And a lot of the times, I do not agree with PFF lists because they always seem to be biased. They always seem to keep going with the whole story that all these sports analysts have. They want to put the same teams every single year up top. And then the teams that are obvious that should be a top 5, they always seem to either leave them out or put them very low on this list. And today's list is not any different. So let's go over the list first and then we'll break it down after. So like I told you guys, this is a top 10 quarterbacks list, right? At number 1, he put Patrick Mahomes. At number 2, he put Josh Allen. At number 3, he put Joe Burrow. At number 4, he put Justin Herbert. At number 5, he put Aaron Rodgers. At number 6, he put Lamar Jackson. At number 7, he put Jalen Hurts. At number 8, he put Trevor Lawrence. At number 9, he put Kirk Cousins. At number 10, he put Dak Prescott. So clearly, this is a top 10 quarterback list of quarterbacks who are still active currently in the NFL. So let's break this list down. At number 1, we have Patrick Mahomes. And to be honest with you guys, I can't disagree with that because Patrick Mahomes has achieved way too much to have anybody doubt or challenge where he stands in a top 10, in a top 5, in a top 3. He's, as of now, when we talk about active quarterbacks, he's definitely earned his top 1 place. So now coming at number 2 from the top 10 quarterbacks, they put Josh Allen at number 2. Now here's why I have an issue with that, because Josh Allen is a quarterback who has way too many weapons to have too many excuses, and that's all he's full of, excuses. He's nothing but a quarterback with way too many excuses and a bunch of weapons. And it doesn't just end in excuses. Josh Allen is one of the most delicate quarterback in the NFL because any little thing that any player does, like you could literally do this to him And he's on the floor rolling with his hands up, looking at the ref, asking, "Where's my flag? Where's my flag?" And obviously, every ref in the NFL, they give it to him. Flag after flag after flag. Every game. And you would think it stops at excuses and wanting flags. No. The Bills and Josh Allen is an organization that literally demands the NFL to change the rules just because they don't have success in the playoff. Like they literally changed a whole rule just because things didn't go their way. That's who they are. So speaking of weapons, let's talk about one of the weapons that Josh Allen has, right? Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs, I don't care what any of y'all tell me. He does not want to be there. He doesn't. Okay, and he shows this every single game. You could see it in his demeanor. After every time they get off the field, you could see it. He is not happy there, right? Not just that, I'll take it a step further. When he goes into the press conference and they talk to him after every loss, right? Especially after they lost the playoff game, he told you guys, he let you guys know he's not happy there. He said, "We have the weapons, we have the guys to do it. So I don't know why we're not able to succeed. That's because of your QB." He's pretty much telling you that. He's letting you guys know the weapons are here. We don't know because he can't publicly tell the media, "Oh, it's Josh Allen's fault." He can't literally say that. You have to dissect these little things, right? So you as a fan, as a sports analyst, whatever, you have to dissect what they're saying, try to analyze what it means, and that's pretty much what he's saying. That's just what it is. And if that's not enough for you guys to realize what I'm saying is true, look it up on YouTube. There is plenty of videos out there of Stephon Diggs letting out his frustration towards Josh Allen. And then you have the media always talking about how Josh Allen always gets better every year. Year after year, he's progressing. In 2020, Josh Allen threw 10 interceptions. In 2021, Josh Allen threw 15 interceptions. In 2022, Josh Allen threw 14 interceptions. So you can't tell me he's improving every single year, right? Even when you talk about the yards, I mean, he's not regressing by like thousands, right? Every single year, but it's still going lower. And keep in mind, with all the weapons that he has, how are you not getting better, like you guys like to say it, right? In 2020, Josh Allen threw for 4,544 yards. In 2021, Josh Allen threw for 4,407 yards. In 2022, Josh Allen threw for 4,283 yards. So, like I said, the yards, they're not like, it's not a crazy drop, right? But with the weapons that Josh Allen has, no one in the media would allow any Ravens fan or anybody make any excuse for Lamar Jackson. Had he had those weapons that Josh Allen has now, 2022, 2021, 2020, if they see that the yards are going down by even 50 yards, it would be like the worst thing they've ever seen by a quarterback in like years. That would be the headline. So your top two quarterback on this list. Now you would think a quarterback that's being put at number 2 in a top 10 list probably broke records or has some or currently holds records for most something, right? That's true. Josh Allen has 3 records that he currently holds. Josh Allen is currently holding the record for most completions by a rookie. That's 1. Josh Allen is also holding the record for most sacked in a postseason. But wait, there is one more. Josh Allen is holding the record for most yards lost on a sack in a single postseason. I mean, you can't make this up. If you don't believe me, go on Google and look up what NFL records does Josh Allen currently hold. Has Josh Allen ever won an MVP award in the NFL? Nope, he has not. And let me tell y'all why that's very important. Because winning the NFL MVP award is an individual achievement award, right? So for you guys that don't know, which I'm sure most of you guys do know, MVP stands for most valuable player, right? Has Josh Allen ever been that according to the NFL? Nope. He hasn't. He hasn't. So why is he at top two? But all right. All right. So we'll go on the next one. At number three, they put Joe Burrow from the Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, are we talking about the same Joe Burrow that threw like 5 picks in their season opener game? That's who we're talking about. We're talking about that Joe Burrow. You're putting him at number three. I mean, all right, let's talk about it. Just like Josh Allen, right? Has Joe Burrow won an MVP award? No, he hasn't. He hasn't. But why? Why? If Joe Burrow is a top three, why hasn't he won an MVP award? So Joe Burrow's best career game was against our practice squad. His best performance game was against a practice squad. That's your biggest accomplishment. Because you can't even say your accomplishment is going to the Super Bowl because you didn't win. If you respect that, then how do you not respect what Lamar did to the Miami Dolphins back in 2019? Because y'all remember when we played them, everybody was saying, oh, but it's the Miami Dolphins. They're not a good team, this and that and whatever, right? All these excuses. So how can you guys respect a game Joe Burrow had against a practice squad and not respect what Lamar Jackson did to the healthy Dolphins? Makes no sense to me. So another reason why I don't believe Joe Burrow deserves to be at number three on this top 10 quarterback list is because, well, we'll do this. I'm going to play the reverse card on this topic, right? So I'm going to tell you guys what you guys always tell Lamar Jackson. Joe Burrow did not win in the biggest stage. Joe Burrow cannot win when it matters. Joe Burrow did not show up in the biggest game of his career. And I don't want to hear any excuses because you guys didn't allow any excuses for Lamar Jackson, right? So I don't want to hear anything about the O-line. I don't want to hear anything about a flag. I don't want to hear anything about anything. Joe Burrow simply did not win when it mattered the most, and that's the Super Bowl, right? The only thing Joe Burrow won in that Super Bowl was a participation award. That's it. That's all that team left with. Participation award. Nothing else. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I find it crazy that we praise Joe Burrow for going to the Super Bowl and losing at the Super Bowl. Like, since when do we celebrate losers? So Joe Burrow's highlight of his career is losing at the Super Bowl, achieving 500 plus yards against a practice squad team, right? That's something you guys don't want to talk about. You guys just say, "Oh, he achieved over 500 yards," but you guys are leaving a big part out of that whole picture. Like, you guys got to paint the whole picture. You guys cannot just say what's convenient for you guys, right? But whatever. I'll give it to you. So if it only takes 2 accomplishments in your NFL career for you to be placed at number three, Lamar Jackson is definitely number two because Lamar Jackson has accomplished way more. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. Let's keep going, right? At number four, we got Justin Herbert. I do not understand what this man has done in order to be constantly put in these lists like top five. I always see this man in like a top 10, top five, top three. Like, what has he done to be put like so high? I will never understand. Like, this irritates me so much when I see Justin Herbert's name on these things. It drives me crazy. But anyways, they put this man at number four. Again, like I asked you guys with Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, how many MVPs has this man won in his NFL career? 0. None. And again, I'm going to let y'all know what MVP stands for. Most valuable player, right? Single player. So that could be given, it's not a team award, right? It's not like winning the Lombardi trophy where that's a team award. This is an award specifically for one player, right? He has never won an MVP award. Neither has Josh Allen or Joe Burrow, right? Now I gotta be honest with you guys because I know what you guys are gonna tell me. Now, drastic. Not every great quarterback has won an MVP award. That's a flag. No, stop. Every great quarterback has won an MVP award. There is no going around and no buts or if no. If you have not won a MVP award, You can't be considered a great quarterback. You guys are just like, why do you guys move the goalpost so far for Lamar Jackson? But you guys always move the goalposts like closer and closer for every other quarterback, like a Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. Like you guys make it so easy for them to be considered like top tier quarterbacks. But for Lamar, you guys like make it almost impossible for him to be considered even a top five. Like you guys got him at six. You guys put this guy's standards like so high, but it's okay. He'll get there. He'll get there. But I don't agree with that. No. Zero MVPs, you're not a great quarterback. End of discussion. And once again, I'm going to put down the reverse card on this topic, right? Because just like the media told Lamar Jackson about he can't win big games, he can't win in the biggest stage, he didn't show up for the biggest game of his career. Same thing applies to Justin Herbert. After so many tries, he finally made the playoffs, right? This man finally made the playoff, right? But it was one and out. One and out. But the way he went out was the most embarrassing way you could possibly get out of the playoffs. Like it just reminds you of the Falcons versus the Patriots at the Super Bowl, right? The same thing because this man lost a 27 points lead against the Jaguars. A rookie against a rookie. Like I don't understand how you do that and you still get this praise by being put like at number 4 in a top 10 quarterback list. And tomorrow we're gonna see him probably in the top 3. Man, I'm telling you, the media and some of these fans make it so easy for these quarterbacks to be put up high, right? But they make it so hard, almost impossible for Lamar Jackson and players like Jalen Hurts. He's a perfect example of this because you guys have Joe Burrow at top 3 for something he did like 2 years ago, right? Where he went to the Super Bowl and lost, right? Jalen Hurts literally just did that this year. So why you guys have Jalen Hurts at number 7 and Joe Burrow at number 3? Makes no sense. It makes no sense. But anyways, back to Justin Herbert. So Justin Herbert, yo, this man has like weapons for days, man. Weapons for years because whatever weapons he loses, they're only going to keep getting him more and more and more and more. So this guy is another quarterback who has zero excuses. Zero. None. He should have already been won like 3-4 playoff games because had Lamar had his weapons, bro, it would have been over. But y'all gonna find out. Y'all gonna find out this year what it is to have weapons and what a quarterback should look like with these weapons. Y'all gonna see it. So that sums up Justin Herbert's whole career because he hasn't accomplished anything. So I don't understand how that's enough for him to be put at number 4. So now we have to go to number 5. At number 5, they put Aaron Rodgers. And I agree with where they put Aaron Rodgers. I believe Aaron Rodgers is a top 5. I don't know exactly where he fits. I can't say that right now. But I'm very comfortable with him being at number 5. So we're not even going to discuss or argue with that because Aaron Rodgers is a quarterback who has won an MVP. He has broken many records. He has been to the Super Bowl. All of that. So we're not going to go back to Aaron Rodgers' whole career because everybody knows what he used to be, what he is currently, and what he's still capable of being in the future, right? So we're not going to discuss that. But anyways, I think he's at a perfect place at number 5. So to put Lamar Jackson behind all these quarterbacks I'm going to mention, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, and Aaron Rodgers, ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Because Lamar Jackson has way more individual accomplishments than excluding Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes. All these other quarterbacks, he has way more accomplishments. Lamar Jackson holds the record for the most rushing yards by a quarterback in a single season. Now, before you guys start with the whole running back jokes, right? Lamar Jackson has also led the NFL in passing touchdowns. So y'all need to stop with the jokes because Lamar Jackson has proven to you guys over and over and over that he can throw the ball however you want it. In the pocket, out the pocket, sidearm, whatever you want, he could do it. So let's talk about another record that Lamar Jackson currently holds. He holds the record for the most accurate 400 plus yard game. Has Joe Burrow ever had this record? Has Justin Herbert had this record? Has Josh Allen had this record? No. So I need all of you guys to start putting more respect on Lamar Jackson's name based on just those records that he holds, right? But we're not going to stop right there. Let me let y'all in on something, right? Lamar Jackson has won 49 games and lost 21 games. In case you guys don't know what that means that Lamar Jackson wins a lot more than he loses. Justin Herbert has won 25 games and has lost 24 games. Again, in case you guys don't know what that means that Justin Herbert is one loss away from having just as many losing games as he has winning games. But that's who you guys have at number 4. And now we go to Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow has 24 games that he's won, and he has 17 games that he has lost. That means that Joe Burrow is 7 losses away from winning just as much as he's lost. Only 7. Only 7. That's who you guys put at number 3 on your top 10 list. Now, Josh Allen has 52 games that he's won and 25 games that he's lost. So that's not too bad, but I still think that with all the weapons that Josh Allen has, he should not be losing these many games. No. We're not giving you any excuses. You have way too many weapons to be having excuses. Anyways, let's wrap this up. My final point is that Lamar Jackson has won the unanimous MVP award. And y'all cannot try to downplay this because you guys cannot make it seem like, oh, that doesn't mean much. It doesn't matter. No. Lamar and Tom Brady are the only players to have ever won the MVP award unanimously, right? So you guys have to stop saying that it's not a big deal because it is a big deal. No one else in the NFL has done that but Lamar Jackson and Tom Brady, right? Not only that, but no, like Herbert, Allen, or Burrow, they haven't even won an MVP, period. So I don't agree with the whole order of the list, right? So I'm not going to rearrange the whole top 10, but I'm going to rearrange the top 5. So at number 1, I would put Patrick Mahomes. At number 2, I would put Lamar Jackson. At number 3, I would put Jalen Hurts. At number 4, I would put Aaron Rodgers. And at number 5, I would put Trevor Lawrence. I put these 5 because I'm only going off by what they already have on the list. I'm not going to add any because I feel like some of these quarterbacks shouldn't even be on the list. But that's for another video. Because I feel that this top 10 list is very biased with Mike Florio and anyone else who's on that whole PFF team. So let me know what you guys think about this top 10 quarterback list. And if you disagree, let me know down below what your top 10 quarterback list looks like. Make sure to like and subscribe to this channel and share the channel to all your friends, family, social media so that we could keep growing this YouTube channel. And I'm going to see you on the next one.